Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So I do still want to do Candlemere before we do the Hunting Lodge. And also, I remembered that we never talked to Tristan in the capital. It even says at the bottom of the list there, talk to Tristan in the capital, after dealing with the Secret Sanctum. So I'm actually going to go up this way. I'm going to match the road up over here. Then we're gonna head towards Candlemere before going to the Hunting Lodge.
We set up camp?
Then obviously after Candlemere we'll take care of the Hunting Lodge. Let's get here or rest before we actually enter the location.
Kindness, mercy. Do you know why I despise these things? Because you can never rely on them. Rules and contracts are much better. You know what to expect, and you can act accordingly.
You'd like a list of rules and conditions defining mercy? I'm afraid it's not how it works.
So if you heard me sipping on my coffee, it was I was struggling to do so. Alright, so to Candlemere Tower. This won't be the last time that we return here, but we have a side quest we can take care of real quick. And I think we need to talk to Willis Gunnarsson back in the capital after we do this anyway, so... since we also have to talk to Tristan in the capital, that'll take care of
just letting the ink dry.
all of that.
I'm listening.
Alright, so here, I am going to go and put resist electricity, communal and everybody, and protection from electricity, communal, because why not?
Anything is possible.
And then, I'm going to put blur on her as well.
Taking so long.
Probably won't need to lay poison, but it's nice to have anyway. The bow's in good condition. Looks like it was used not long ago. Note wrapped in oiled leather. Alright, we came to this island at dusk. Decided to spend a night at the shore and go inland at dawn. We've seen some lights floating over the underbrush. For some reason, they don't approach. Keep their distance from us. Tomorrow we'll head for the ruins. The cleric and the paladin who hired me to guide them keep aloof. They exchange whispers about something hidden in these ruins and fall silent as soon as I come close. We've come here to search for treasures for a man called Gunnarsson, but these two seem to have some plans of their own. It would bother me less if Rizmel wasn't a cleric of Nethys. People say that the moods and methods of his followers change as often as those of their two-faced god. For now at least, the cleric behaves nicely, except for constant frantic speeches about the ruins. Anyway, Britt is a paladin of Aurori, so I guess I can rely on his sense of justice. We've heard about strange things that take place on the Candlemere Lake. A few days ago, local folk saw a bright flash of light over the tower at the island, and no one could explain what it was. Another strange thing I witnessed myself, when we were coming to the island on our boat, I noticed an old geezer on the shore, and this island is thought to be deserted. I guess the geezer saw us too, because he disappeared. I tracked the old hermit down, but I don't dare to leave the campsite unattended. Can't help thinking this island is really cursed, as locals used to say. If the curse is just a fable, and if Rizmel doesn't try any tricks, we'll come back here and I'll take this note away. And if you find this note, traveler, hop on your boat and go back where you came from. Aristel bless me. Mori Fokri? So, that doesn't bode well. Coals are already cold. And I believe the first elemental robe is here, yeah. Robe of Earth. Qualities: Acid Aura. Grants +2 difficulty check bonus to acid spells.
In due time.
Alright, so there are a ton of enemies on the way up to the ruins. And they are, I think there's also a fair bit of traps, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, can I actually go all the way down there? Okay. Obviously, we'll check out this little nook real quick. Alright, background. Yeah, there's a fair few amount of enemies on this island, and they do a lot of electricity damage, hence the resistances that I have active.
Let's make this quick.
Serves you right.
Yeah, it's a bunch of war wisps that inhabit the island. Those are the lights that people
I do what I must.
see floating above the island all the time. I don't think the game ever explicitly says that. You can safely make that assumption.
I'm off.
You should take a look.
Wand of Crushing Despair.
You make an epic pose. I need
Onward.
That's weird.
inspiration.
Her voice cut out. Regardless, we should be fine. They probably can't damage us at all.
Wretched things.
But didn't I finish this guy off, please? Yeah, she needs to change because they have high magic resist, but Kalika focuses on physical damage, so she should be able to damage them with her water blast. If she can hit him, of course.
You cannot stand against
I'll read this in a second.
Last wishes.
Alright, torn damp page. Okay, I've described the plant and the wound it caused as soon as I could. I hope in the future I'll be able to show these notes to some druid to learn more about this stuff. I should have known better than to go into a bush thicket. The slope was steep, and it was dangerous to climb here anyway, even if these lights creatures won't bother us. Rizmel started to behave strangely early this morning. He acted like a real madman, made me search for the shortcut to the ruins, then refused to heal me when I got wounded by the thorn. The darn priest constantly pushes us ahead. Supposedly he had a message from Nethys himself, and while his god is waiting for him in the tower, the cleric has no time for petty matters. I'm starting to believe all those rumors about the followers of Nethys and their unreliability were true. I wanted to turn back and leave the gold where it belongs, but Britt persuaded me to keep moving forward. According to him, this Gunderson guy has got the wrong meaning of the word treasure. The paladin is convinced that the treasure, which really is hidden in the tower, is some priceless magic knowledge left there by ancient dwellers of the island. But he's not sure he can get to the place through the thickets without my help. If I had it my way, I'd just leave this mess as it is. I seriously doubt our client is interested in some dusty old books. But this argument won't work for the cleric, who worships a god of magic, and the paladin, who serves a god of knowledge. Britt tried to heal my wound by himself. As a result, it is almost closed, but still stings bitterly. I hope it's a passing side effect, because at least for now, I have no way back.
I'm there.
Alright, so we're actually going to go back this way and try these checks. So we have lore, nature, and what's the other one? Athletics?
I cannot make this work.
Forget it.
Okay. They're both pretty high checks. And they, it is a shortcut. It takes you past the roundabout. Well, I mean, if he, a 1 and a 5, okay. It's not that hard, I guess. Just got some crap rolls there. I'm not too worried about it.
For Gorum!
Oh, our thing wore off. Let's get up here real quick. There, that'll keep us in tip-top shape.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, and here's, what, dagger. Chaos shard. +2 dagger has a chance to confuse enemy on hit. Sometimes a reflection of a grimacing face appears on the blade. Nope, alright.
I'm there.
So I don't remember...
Let's make this quick.
Can't tell who that is.
This will hurt.
Despicable.
This strike, my masterpiece.
Slowly but surely, cutting our way through these guys. Alright, so dirty travel log. Only the last page is readable. Left behind me. I begged him to stay. Resmo doesn't care. Nethys has turned the dark face to him, so the cleric is lost to us. Britt promised to come back, but it's been a long time since he left, and he hasn't showed up again. Or showed up yet. I just hope the paladin survived and managed to save himself at least. These are the last words of my log. The wound is festering, some yellow stuff oozes from it. I couldn't climb the rock and reach the ruins. Guess now I won't be able even to stand. My skin burns and I barely can breathe. I'll die on this cursed island, and no one will ever know where I've spent my last hours. Left alone, but I'm not alone. Darn lights in the underbrush. They're closer now. I'm not delirious. They came for my death. Lights watch, want my pain. Eris will take my soul.
And then our leader charged forward. Hey, wait for me.
This body holds no more. This can't be over.
Oh wow. 31. We didn't kill him, did we? Oh, he did. Okay. thought he just faded out like they do.
Anything else?
Noble Warhammer. The hammer's head is covered with ineligible runes. That's a +3 Warhammer. Okay. Neato.
I'm off.
Alright, let's get one of these going. She's gonna heal herself.
Tashani Savitur. Tashani Savitur. Request. Tashani Savitur.
Alright, I think the only way to go is up the hill here.
In due time.
Followed by a old quick save.
Right here, my friend.
Oh, one of the wisps must use dispel magic or something on me.
I shall end
You
this
should have
suffering.
run!
You can attack the other guy while you're standing there. Like, you don't have to just not attack, you weirdos.
Strike!
This is where I slip in. Serves you right.
All right. It probably wouldn't hurt to wait a level or two to come here.
I'm there.
But I think last time I may have come here before they even had the before I even got the quest for it. So what does she have equipped? I think it's just the Masterwork Scythe still, right? No, it is a Scythe plus one. Okay. Alright, Lindsay, give me one of these.
You deserve this.
Alright, pretty sure I just exploded that guy. Awesome.
Follow if you dare.
Alright, Knowledge Arcana. Let's quick save and then activate it.
Applause, please.
Alright, this weathered relief, worn down by time and the elements, bears a faint inscription. The inscription is jagged and uneven, as if written by a trembling hand. Past, present, future, all are one in him, is the key and guardian of the gate where spheres meet. Neshagak Yog Sothoth Naga Yestath. Very, very Cthulhu-esque. All the apostrophes, the THs, the SHs, the H's. Yeah, very, very Cthulhu-esque.
Life ends
You
here.
forced my hand.
Any last wishes?
Taste my hate.
Me, Gorum!
Suckers.
Share your troubles.
Ask. Tashani Savitur.
Alright, Ancestral Dwarven Shield. Let's see. +2 heavy shield grants its wielder damage resistance 2. Some money and a bow. The stone is covered with drawings of jagged black spirals.
What's that?
That is a token of the Dryad. Or Dryad token. Token of the Dryad, yeah. That's right.
I'm there.
I think this is the Paladin, if I'm not mistaken. A dead warrior in full armor with rory holy symbols lies on the ground. He was backstabbed. By who? Rizmel. A man stands in the center of the half-ruined hall. He is motionless. His eyes are closed, head tilted, as if he was listening to something inaudible. He's clad in tattered black and white robe, though mud and dust made his clothes look almost uniformly gray. Hearing your footsteps, the man shudders and turns abruptly. The left part of his face is covered in blood and dirt. Seeing you, he gives a low growl in his throat. Trespassers. He spits on the ground. Are you so eager to die? Who are you? The man stares at you for several moments. Then he suddenly grins and raises his eyebrows in mockery. Who am I? Oh, soon the whole world will know my name. The man straightens and raises his hands to the sky. Two-faced Rizmel, keeper of the gates, harbinger of Nethys. I have many names, and you shall pay fealty to them all. The all-seeing eye has brought me here, to this sanctuary of magic. Others came, but they did not survive the trials. I am the only one who hears the word of Nethys and can open the gates for him. Then the all-seeing eye will reward his chosen. I will become a lord in his new era. Kalika looks astonished. Reward his chosen? Oh, honorable priest, are you sure you are not confusing Nethys with some other god? Rizmel's eyes turn glassy and dull as he keeps talking, and his speech becomes a stream of barely understandable words. It's impossible to distinguish which part of his ramblings is true and which represents his delirious fantasies. Nonetheless, the madman seems to lose interest in attacking you right now. An enchanted sanctuary, gates to other worlds. They are here, in these ruins? Silence, Rizmel roars. You're too blind to see what surrounds you. Vibrant, bright, glorious to those who have embraced the arcane and mastered its power. Rizmel's voice drops and his eyes become unfocused. Nethys himself led me here. His voice rings in my head, calling from the portal. All these writings, all these wandering lights, only the blind cannot see the coming of the all-seeing eye. Rizmel's voice drops to a hiss. So watch your tongue. The moment nears where I open the portal and let Nethys into this world. Fear my lord's wrath, for there will be no escape for blasphemers. Oh, so the great Nethys is just beyond this portal, yet the god of magic can't cross over on his own. Ha! Rizmel's jaw clenches. One more word, insect, he hisses, and you'll witness it yourself. Well, let's assume Nethys waits beyond the portal. But what's beyond the portal exactly? Rizmel closes his eyes and takes a breath. Can you feel it? No, of course you can't. The whole tower bears marks of the arcane. Look around you. Can you see these writings? Since ancient times, believers knew a portal lay here, so they left signs heralding the arrival of Nethys. Well, some say this place is cursed. Cursed? Rizmel bursts into hysterical laughter. Only fools can claim this place is cursed. On the contrary, this tower, this portal, it's a true blessing for those who can grasp its real greatness. What do the writings say? A shadow falls across Rizmel's face. He stares at the writings at the wall that shimmer with ghostly light. I'll find out, he mutters, but to himself. When he comes, when he shares his boundless wisdom with me, I'll find out everything I want. Will-o-wisps roam the island. How did you get past them? Will-o-wisps don't devour flesh. They feed on suffering and fear. The island is full of them, since the times when this temple was sanctified with human blood. Besides, there was no fear in my heart, only joy and awe, for I was to meet my god and master. Alright, enough about this place. Rizmel grunts but makes no response. Where are the others you came here with? Who? Rizmel ponders your words for a moment. Ah, you're talking about those who came to the island with me. They are gone. One of them gave up halfway here. I know nothing of his fate. And the second, the miserable creature, Rizmel closes his eyes as if fighting to control his temper. He kept talking, how knowledge must belong to everyone. Wisdom should be shared, about telling others about this place. He kept talking and talking. Rizmel falls still for a moment, so I silenced him. I've come for the temple's treasures. Does anything of value remain? Anything of value? Look before you. Rizmel points to the portal. Beyond is the keeper of all knowledge, Nethys himself. The wisdom of all-seeing eye. It's of more value than your paltry mind can dream of. But if you're seeking gold, gems, and other worthless things, Rizmel sneers and shakes his head. Then you've wasted your time. Rismal, no matter if this island is cursed or not, you're not in your right mind. You don't know what you're doing. Rismal shuts his eyes, then slowly opens them. How dare you, he hisses through clenched teeth. Nethys himself guides me. How dare you judge a chosen one of the all-seeing eye? As you listen to Rismal, you can't stop frowning. Something is clearly not right. Not just with the man, but his words. Nethys, the mad deity of magic and wizardry, never speaks directly to his followers. His followers take pride in this, but their god is much too great to lower himself to such base forms of expression. Whoever or whatever Rismal heard beyond the portal, it is not Nethys. You are terribly mistaken, honorable priest. Nethys does not interfere in the lives of his followers. Unlike the other gods, he does not play at being a shepherd. Even if he decided, out of curiosity, to speak to you, he'd send his herald, the Arcanum. If you do hear a voice, it might be anyone, except our god. I found a corpse on the island. You know the one I speak of. He perished in suffering, terrified, cursing those who left him to die. What did he do to earn your cruelty? Rismal meets your gaze silently. After a moment, he frowns, then winces. Mori, we should have come back for you. Rismal stiffens. But all I've done was for a greater purpose. History will vindicate me. Rismal refuses to look at you. Nothing you say will break my face. My faith. Not face. Near the tower entrance lies a paladin, dead, stabbed in the back. You betrayed him by giving in to your own ambition and pride. So who are you after all you've done, Rismal? Who are you after all you've done, yeah. Rismal crosses his arms. What do you want to know? His face is dull and listless. As you look at him, Rismal's face changes. The obsessive gleam in his eye gives way to astonishment and terror. He throws a haunted look at his surroundings, then touches his face, and stares dully at the blood and dirt on his fingers. What have I done? Great Nethys, what a nightmare is this? This can't be. I failed you. Misled by illusions, darkness took my mind, and I... Rismal utters a heartbreaking cry and buried his face in his hands. When he finally lifts his head, his eyes are full of tears. How can I atone for this? All I've done... His voice is a choked whisper. It's not possible. Rismal blinks his tears away and turns to the portal, as if recalling it is still there. But the voice that urged me to open the gates. He falls silent for a moment. It still sounds inside my head, but it is not Nethys. No, it's not him. It's something else. The man turns back to you. I would never be able to repay you for your help. I would never be able to repay for your help, stranger. But I must ask you about one more thing. Will you help me to confront the creature that waits beyond the portal? I'll be able to open it and let this thing come to Galarian. We have to destroy it before it finds some new prey. Rismal covers his eyes. When we're done with this, I'll stay here and make sure no living soul ever falls the victim of the island. Yeah, we know nothing about the creature who's waiting on the other side. Give me some time to get ready. I'll wait for you. Don't waste your time. Okay.
Adventures calling.
So in doing this, we're gonna go ahead and...
You have my attention.
I'm listening.
Summon some creatures.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Something bothering you?
I wrote it like I saw it.
We should move.
Alright, I'm ready to face whatever lies beyond the portal. Rismal takes a deep breath. Praise Nethys. He turns to the portal. It's time to end this. Duke Dazzleflare.
Don't hold back! This will hurt!
Oh, we'll try to castigate it if we can. Cypress Queen's Flute. Alright, Rizmal. Alright, Rizmal turns to you. I was waiting for you. Are you sure you want to stay here on this island? Rizmal pale nods. This is my penance. Someone must keep watch over the portal. I won't let anyone else die here, or become enslaved by temptation. Now, if your mind's clearer, tell me about this place. Rizmal casts a glance at the ancient tower. This is the place where two worlds connect. The border is razor thin, so it gave birth to a portal. Now it's sealed, but he rubs his forehead. When I was performing a ritual here, I noticed it's easy to open it. Someone must have used this portal before, and not too long ago. I wonder who that could be. Can you seal the portal permanently? Rizmal shakes his head. Alas, I am not able to do it. The only thing I can do is become a guardian of this portal until the end of my days. Locals claim the island is cursed. Rizmal winces. Cursed? Definitely not. The tower is full of magic, but cursed. He looks aside. Unless you call a clouded mind a curse of sorts. The man who sent me to this island claimed there were treasures here. Rizmal gives an eloquent look to the half-ruined tower, dusty stones, and the grass that sprouts through the stone floor. I guess this man was wrong. Well, thank you. Learned all I wanted. Alright. So he'll stay here and guard the tower, and we'll actually run across him later on as well. Full plate +2.
In due time.
What troubles you?
Oh, let's turn that off. Alright, there's a knowledge arcana check as well. Did I read this one? Ragged, meaningless scribbles. I think that's everything to be explored. Alright, let's do the knowledge arcana check here.
Applause, please.
There's a closed portal in the center of the room. It seems it was used not long ago. Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. I don't think there's a way for us to get down here since we failed the checks earlier.
Do what I must.
But there might be something over here. Nope, it's just weird that you can go all the way over here and not get anything out of it. Okay.
Follow if you dare.
I thought there was something over there in that little nook, but I guess not.
My skills are absolute.
Okay, we'll exit this place. I'll call it an episode. In the next episode, we'll return to the capital. We'll talk to Willis Gunderson, and we'll talk to Tristian, or Tristian. I've heard both pronunciations in the game, so I don't know actually what to call him. I think Tristian sounds better than Tristian. I like the, it sounds lazy. Tristian sounds more elegant and noble. Anyway, we're gonna call it here, and next episode, we'll head towards the capital. And then once we talk to the people there, we'll head towards the hunting lodge and get that quest started. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.